They say that they're rerouting recruitment through this guy. What has this guy done? Nothing. I mean, complete garbage. What is his job description? What is he doing there?
Tony, we came into this season. Me and you both watched the preseason. We looked at the sign and we said, we need a striker. This is a known fact. Surely when January opened up, I mean, we had the show in January, but we all knew nobody was coming. Surely there should have been a discussion about maybe we need just something to get over the line. So, Tony, they opted not to do anything. So what did you hear as soon as the window closed? What did you hear as soon as the window closed? You heard we're going to go out and get a loan. We're looking at, not loan, excuse me, free buys. We're looking at freebies.
Free transfers.
Freebies. No, don't come like it is. Freebies. Yeah.
Freebies, of course, definitely. That's Tony, what they're looking at.
You know what, Tony? If they were going to get the freebies, they would already got them. They ain't getting no freebies. They don't care. You know why they don't care? I'm going to show y'all again. Everybody want to know. Everybody want to say why they don't care, man. I'm going to show you right there. Right there.
Right there. Dang. Increase.
From.
Increase.
That's increase
from
the year
466.7 million pounds, guys. Yeah.
To that.
There's an increase. We have money. The money's there. The money's there. The money's there. The money's there. See, guys, I'll just break it down just a little bit for you guys. Arsenal posted. Let's balance everything up. Arsenal posted a loss of about 17.7 million pounds for the financial year 2023-2024. But that is a big improvement, because the year before, I mean, they lost about 34.4 million pounds. To be very sincere, so I mean that's kind of like an increase. I mean, of course, you could say it was like about 52.1 million pounds. That was the general loss. But when you remove that 17 million, it remains 34.4 million pounds that they've extended from. So they just posted about 17.7. So total money they made in the 2023 season, it's about 616 million pounds, and that's upwards from 466 million pounds that they had in the loss in the season preceding 2023-2024. So in other words, they have made lots of revenue. I mean, guys, throw away the fact about the loss, the general loss. I mean, the losses, it's even more better than the losses that they got a year before, which was about 34.4 million. Right now, they're just losing about 17.7, which is not big in any way. But guys, let me tell you what has also increased. Arsenal's loss mostly came, from an increased wage bill of nearly over 100 million pounds. I mean, guys, wages of over, increased wages of over nearly 100 million pounds. Can we explain that? But again, see, even if we're making, losses in player wages, guess where most of that money came from? Most of that money, in terms of revenue that we got, was because of something. Mai, you know the answer.
I'm going to let you say it, Tony. I'm going to let you say it, bro.
The merch, guys. Businesses from merch and our operational headcount. That was where most of the money came on. So what does that mean? It means that even if we're losing in terms of player sales, it means that even if we're losing from increased wages that have instrumentally increased over nearly up to 100 million pounds in player wages, I mean, our whole squad are earning even more than Liverpool. We even have a more potent squad than Arsenal Football Club. But again, throw that all away. Arsenal is making more money from merch sales and commercial outlets, different commercial operational headcounts, in this football club than in any other thing. So merch sales is going on quite fine. And again, we made also more money from Arsenal, of course, getting into the Champions League, and of course, 25 fixtures in the Premiership was being played at Arsenal. What does that mean? More money, match day money, guys. I'm breaking it down for you guys so you guys see where the money is coming from.
Hey, Tony,
merch sales.
Don't forget about the trip over here. Don't forget about the USA trip. The trips over here.
The USA trip, guys. Come on, guys. See here. Arsenal, see here, guys. Yeah. Arsenal's match day revenue, yeah, actually rose from 102.6 million pounds to 131 million pounds, guys. 131, guys, match day revenue, because Arsenal have over at least up to 25 games, home games played at the Emirates Stadium. Yeah. So that means that we're generating more, and we are actually averaging over 60,000 people. If you want the correct figures, it's about 60,095. That is what we have as the full capacity averaging over this 25 games in 2023-2024 season. And I mean, the money is just astronomical. So they're making money, increased revenue from merch sales, increased revenue from operational headcount, commercial headcount, which also means that, commercial instruments, definitely commercial deals with the Emirates Sober Reality Center and all that good stuff. Yeah, we're making money from that. Throw that all away from gate takings and of course match day revenue and match day commercial instruments. Arsenal has made increased money from about 101 million pounds to 131 million pounds. That's big, astronomical figures. Yeah, astronomical figures. Matty, this is all a pyramid scheme. It's all about making money. And in the January transfer window, we couldn't even earmark 80 million pounds to go get a deadly striker into this football club. Our club is ailing right now. We don't have a striker. Matty, let this sink in. Merino might start as our number 9. Merino might start as our number 9 from now to the end of the season. Take it up from there, Matty.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that we even having that discussion? Let everybody listening under the sound of my voice, let this sink in. Let this sink in. We went into the season needing a striker, all right? What does the manager do? This manager goes and he goes out and gets a left back and a defensive midfielder. 6 months later, that defensive midfielder is his striker. Six months later, the defensive midfielder is his striker. Well, damn, man, if you're going to do that, you should have just bought a striker, right? How hard is that? But his manager's stubbornness, is unwilling to look forward in the season, his inability to understand the game of football, and now all of a sudden he resting on the shoulders of Merino. Resting on the shoulders
of Merino.
He's hoping.
That's what we get.
You know what he's doing, Tony. Anybody that's watched my channel for the last few years know what I'm about to say. He's employing the hope strategy right here in real time. You see it, the hope strategy. He's hoping that Merino can do what he did this past weekend every game. He's hoping that he can come off the bench and provide a spot. He's hoping. All while he's still hoping that Sterling is going to find his form. He's hoping that Trossard is going to find a way to bag 10, 15 goals. He's hoping that Ethan Wanera can carry us to the promised land. He's hoping. He's hoping that Garrett Magalhaes can find goals from set pieces. He's hoping that Declan Rice can score.
Wait, guys. See, come, you know me. I mean, I always come prepared. I always come prepared. See, you just talked about set pieces. I mean, let's go. Let's talk about just a little bit. Let's talk about the set piece merchants. Yeah, Arsenal, corner kick FC. See, Arsenal haven't scored a set piece goal since the last time we did score it is what? Just we've only scored one goal since Christmas. One goal, guys. Let that sink in. Arsenal, yeah, the set piece merchant have only scored one goal since Christmas. Yeah, via set piece. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, and that was a Gabriel goal. Make that make sense. We are no longer the set piece kings in the Premiership. I mean, we've gone to second. Guess who is overtaking us? Who have overtaken us in set pieces? Crystal Palace.
Oh shit!
Crystal Palace with 11 set piece goals. Mostly those numbers increased over these weeks. 11 goals, while Arsenal just have about 10 goals right now from set pieces. Now that's crazy. You know what? Yeah, I mean it's good and it's okay if fans draw the moral of Nicolas Jova. But again, let me tell you something that people aren't evening out. It's Arsenal's defensive record defensively from conceding from set pieces. Arsenal is the fourth. Matty, listen to this. I'm about to bless you. I mean, just open up your hands and let me bless you with this one, my brother. I need those hands like this. Let me bless you with this one.
Bless me, brother.
Arsenal is the fourth worst conceding team. Fourth worst conceding team from set pieces this season. How about that, guys? I mean, it balances itself in it. It balances itself in it. With the ones we've scored and probably the ones we've conceded from set pieces. We are the fourth worst team fourth worst team that have conceded from set pieces. The fourth, we're joint fourth.
It's all drying up, Tony. It's drying up.
It's dry. The well is drying up. The well is drying up. I mean, you don't see Nicolas Jova running around the pitch. You don't see him doing all that, running, all of a sudden again. Why? Because it's dried up. And there's no striker down there to help us out. When I'm presenting Merino, who couldn't even make our midfield trio as our number 9. I mean, what is this, Matty? What is this? Matty, today, guys, let me blow up your Matty. I mean, just stretch your hands and let me bless you one more time with one of the facts that just came out today. Guys, let's talk. Let's talk. Takiro Tomiyasu. Oh my days, guys. You won't believe it. Ruled out for the remainder of the 2025 season. He's not gonna play. Guys, this is the big one. He's just done a surgery. Yeah? To recorrect the surgery he did when he got injured the first time. And right now, he's not going to play until the end of the season. And this guy still has a contract in the football club. And he's also earning, huge wages, guys. Matty, it stinks. There's something rotten going on in this football club. And the stench is so putrid. Yeah, I mean it's rotten, and it has engulfed this football club. I mean, we can't buy a striker, but we're here, and Tomiyasu has gone through several surgical procedures to correct a former surgical procedure he did earlier in the season. Make that make sense, Matty. We're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Let me tell you,
we're in big trouble.
I'm going to reveal some stuff since we on this. This is exactly how I wanted to flow. You just went one player ahead of me, but we're gonna go around this thing, and I'm going to explain to everybody why things are much dire than what it appears. Because a lot of our fan base, they don't see what's coming. You know, I told y'all in our chat this morning what's coming. There is an apocalypse on the horizon. This brother here has played a combined 6 minutes all season long.
All season.
And he's got
6 minutes.
And he's going to get paid his wages. Regardless of the fact of what's going on here, he is getting those wages. Now, also, not only him, but we have Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is down. Now, whether what you think of the man, he's down because this is the man that this coach pinned his hopes on. 65 million down the drain. This manager
Down the drain.
Saka, he's down. Reece Nielsen on loan, he's down.
He's down.
Jesus, he's down.
Fabio Vieira, he's down.
Vieira on loan, not doing anything. He's still down.
He's still down. $40 million down the drain.
Yeah, Matt, what are you saying? Tony, what are you saying? Chat, what are you saying? Red Army, what are you saying? We telling y'all. Watch this, Tony. I'm gonna go full screen on this. Watch this.
Bless me, brother. Bless me.
All these players that's injured, we can't move them in the summer. We cannot move these players in the summer. If we get any more injuries, we are stuck with those players another year. And if we're having the problem that we're having now, combined with the wage bill, combined with this manager's inability to bring in quality players, combined with the fact we have a novice who is also a clown, this novice of A2 running around here trying to get players sorted out. And for those who missed the treat last week, go check out me and Lee's video with the scouting department here at Arsenal. We are headed for destruction. Whether people want to believe it or not, this football team is headed for destruction. This fan base thinks that players are going to just be readily available for us in the summer, especially world-class players are going to be available, ready for us in the summer, ready to sign when you've got Bayern Munich, when you've got Juventus, when you've got AC Milan, you've got Inter Milan, you've got Ajax on a revival, you've got Bayern Munich, you've got Man City, you've got Liverpool, you got Chelsea, you've got United's gonna be trying to get back. Yeah. Spurs, if they can survive, they're gonna find a way. If they damn sure if they get bought, you in trouble. Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, Wolves, if they just find a way to stay up. I mean, you look at all the teams that's gonna be looking for players, Tony. We have wasted
everything.
Year after year after year after year after year. You had one last line of hope, and that was this January to go get the striker that you needed. And we shit all over. I mean, doo everywhere. I mean, we shit all over. We shit all over the place. I mean, in this January transfer. See, guys. Yeah, I mean, you guys know me and Matty. We'll always love to do the transfer show. I mean, Matty. Just say this to God who made us. Yeah. Did we even have any conversation about doing a transfer show? No. Absolutely not.
Did we have any conversation? Guys, for 2 seasons, me and Matty have brought you guys transfer deadline shows for 2 seasons, back to back. Me and Matty, and it's a very good friend of mine, me and Matty did not even discuss having any conversation. Deadline day, January. Our other partner who used to do it with us for 2 seasons in the running, DWTT, was waiting for signings in a stream. Oh my days. DW, you need to see, you need to see his eyes, it popped out, from the sockets when we did not even do one transfer business. And And me and Matty just looked at it and like, I told you so. We are not doing any business because these guys are not ready. They are not ready. Something is systematically wrong. Something is rotten deep down in this football club, and it needs to be, it needs to be uprooted for us to even have any chance at all of getting by. Any chance of getting by. And Matty, let me tell you something that people don't. I mean, they've not come to terms with all these things yet. Matty, we need a new goalkeeper to at least
he's been out of order.
Compete. He's been out of order. You saw that Girona game, right? I mean, see, guys, Neto will leave this football club, definitely. We need another capable number one to come in and give us a competitive advantage over David Raya. I mean, let's have competition for places, isn't it?
Look at Raya.
Bro, Saliba. Yeah,
look at Raya the last few games. Look at Tony. Look at Raya. The kick outs. He's out of position. He's playing erratic. You going on to Saliba. Yeah. Look at Saliba. Saliba's head is clearly in Madrid.
It's turned. He would leave to Real Madrid by the summer. We do need a replacement for that. That's number 2. Tierney is leaving this football club. That's number 3. Trossard hasn't signed a new deal. He has a chance of leaving this football. He's out of here. He has a chance of leaving this football club. That's number 4. Guys, we need a new left winger. That's for sure. Definitely. That's number 5. Guys, we need a new striker. I mean, we don't even have to talk about it, innit? That's number 6. Guys, we need a replacement for Bukayo Saka. Yeah? Someone who would help us out down there. Because I have a theory for Waneri. Because he could replace Odegaard in that number 10 position. Because he's having lots of stinkers, yeah? So we do need one player, one attacking player on the right who's going to come in and help us out if Bukayo Saka can't do anything. That's number 7. But that's number 7. Guys, Jorginho is leaving this team. We need cover for Jorginho when he leaves the team, yeah? Am I correct, Matty? Am I correct? Jorginho is leaving the football club to Flamengo at the end of the season. Guys, throw that all away, yeah? Disbelieve me all you want. Thomas Partey hasn't signed a new contract in this football club. He will likely leave at the end of the season. That's number 8. See, Matty, we do need a replacement in the middle of the park for Martin Odegaard if we do need squad depth in it. That's number 9. See here, guys, yeah, 9 new signings. It's what we need, yeah, at the end of 2024. Yeah, guys, at the end of 2024-2025 season. Do you know the place that puts us back in? That takes us back because we need 11 new players. We need a new project, guys. A new phase 1. A new project, guys. It shows that for 5 seasons, we haven't grown. It shows that for 5 seasons, we've spent £750 million only to be in a worse situation than we were 5 seasons ago. If we're going to need 9 to 10 players. And we're not getting anything close to 9 to 10 players in the summer transfer window. Tops, we get maybe 2 or 3. You know that, Matty. It's not going to happen. So, guys, I don't know. I mean, pitch your tent wherever you want to pitch your tent. But this is the situation. Arsenal need at least 9 new players in the summer. And there is no how we're getting that. So we're worse off, number 1, than the situation we were 5 seasons ago. We've lost challenges in terms of winning a trophy back-to-back against Man City. We might definitely lose this one to Liverpool. That's the reason why I said we might. People might not agree with me on that one, but no problem. The title isn't ended yet. Something might happen in the next 3 games with Liverpool having to face Newcastle, having to go down to the Etihad, and they're going to face Aston Villa tonight. We're going to know after these 3 matches where the loyalties lie. So let's just put it that there's a fighting chance, right? Good. But that's where it lies. We've lost at least 2 challenges, back-to-back challenges with Manchester City. This might be the 3rd one. We've won no trophies. We've been bundled out of the FA Cup by teams like Newcastle. I mean, we've been bundled out of the FA Cup by a team called Manchester United that's having their worst season in 65 seasons. We're bundled out by Manchester United with a manager who has a 29% win ratio. That's how bad. That's how bad Arsenal have gotten. That's how bad Arsenal have gotten. And Matty, I just want to clarify my Kai Havertz stance.
Whoa, Tony. With 10 men. With 10 men.
With 10 men. Oh, it's good that you added that. And Matty, I just want to clarify my Kai Havertz stance because many people think that, maybe I have an inclination towards this Kai Havertz. No, I've only been saying this Kai Havertz issue, it's a very sensitive one because, I'm looking at my team, yeah? I'm looking at Gabriel Martinelli, who's supposed to rake in at least 15 goals 2 seasons ago. He raked in 15 goals all season. This season, he's raked in only 8. Plus a couple of stinkers here and there since the start of the season. And everyone still wants him in the first 11 on this team. I have a problem with that. He doesn't have the numbers that Kai Havertz has gotten for us this season. Throw that all away. Maybe that's not even sincere enough. Look at Gabriel Jesus. I feel pity for the guy, no problem. But he is lynched out of this football club. Kai Havertz have outscored him in back-to-back seasons. Let's don't act as if Gabriel Jesus has given us goals. Yeah, he hasn't. He has failed in this football club. Yet, people don't criticize this guy. They want to criticize Kai Havertz, who has actually scored 15 goals this season. And I have a problem with that because we're not looking at the bigger picture. We're out here demonizing a Kai Havertz, but the other guys who are meant to even give us numbers are throwing out stinkers week in, week out, and I have a problem with that.
Let's just keep it real, Tony.
I just wanted to clarify this Kai Havertz stance, that there's many more rotten apples in this team that has done nothing. You don't want to get me started on Raheem the Dream Sterling. You don't want to get me started on Raheem the Dream Sterling. Kai Havertz has outscored Trossard in this team. Matty, I have a problem with that. With people just overlooking the stinkers that these players are dishing out. And then you get the easy target. I don't deal in crowd mentality. I don't think it's the striker we need in this football club. Tops are best a bench guy. No problem. I get that. But we have so many problems, so many rotten apples in this team than to just week in, week out, just claim that Kai Havertz is the worst thing that has happened to Arsenal. I don't buy that.
Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. Over here, weekly salary. Look at what these players are getting paid. We're gonna go back. You mentioned Gabby Jesus. Where is he at here? I'm trying to find him. Where is he at? Right there. £265,000 a week.
Jesus Christ.
I've been one of the ones. I've been one of the ones screaming all year. I said we paid 52 for him. I've told people this. We paid 52 for him. All right. Zinchenko's played how many games this year? £150,000 a week.
Horrible.
Ben White on the shelf. We forgot him. Was on the shelf. £150,000 coming off a major injury. Tommy Yasu, £100,000 to play 6 minutes this year. Kivior, 58.
Oh, Matty, don't even go there. Oh my days, no.
Tony,
don't even go there, man.
Look at this.
Don't even go there.
Jorginho, £110,000 to do nothing.
God, to just sit on the bench and do absolutely nothing.
Odegaard. How many assists Odegaard got this year?
Maybe four or so.
Maybe five, no more than 6. We put it like that, no more than 6.
Not more than 6.
£240,000 a week.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Look at this. The money is being spent all over the. Look at the loans.
Oh my days.
These are players this manager bought.
With our money.
Do y'all hear that? Hold on. Do y'all hear that?
Fabio Vieira.
Did y'all hear that? These are players that the manager bought and loaned. Not all, most. Carl Hine, Noon Tavaj, Vieira, Laconga.
We still have Lokonga in the books. Lokonga. We still have him in the books. We still have him in the books. And trust me, again, we might even struggle to even sell this player. I mean, you've said it. I mean, we might literally struggle to sell some of these players. I mean, all of them are being, they're being ravaged by injury, innit?
There's no might about it, Tony. When you've got Jesus injured, okay. Let's say somebody would have been tempted to come in for a bid for Kai Havertz. Let's just say, I'm just throwing hypothetical. Let's say somebody was tempted to come in for a bid on Havertz. They won't even come. He's out for the year. Jesus is out for the year. Ben White having injury issue. Tomiyasu injury prone. We can't get these. We cannot get anything for these players this year. I'll say it again. If we have any more injuries, and it's a player that needs to be moved out, the player's here for another year because you can't sell an injured player.
Like a new signing, guys. Like that rings a bell, guys. Right? Like a new signing. That rings a bell, guys. Right? Sounds about right.
Tony, we're in a mess. We're in a mess. This is that we should be hitting the panic button. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all today. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. A lot of these players need to be sitting down with the club account, and they need to be renewing some deals. And I'm talking about club-friendly deals. There needs to be an honest discussion with some of these players. If you're going to be at this football club next year, then you are going to have to look at restructuring this deal.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it because the manager has sat right there and has been complicit in it. I said this before and I'll say it again. When we were in the Europa League, Tony, they were throwing money at players because they couldn't get players to come. They didn't have players that wanted to come to Arsenal. So they were overpaying. We'll give you crazy wages. So they couldn't turn these wages down. I'm not getting that anywhere else. So surely I'll sign for Arsenal. That's what happened. This is why we're in the situation we're in now. This manager is at the helm of all of this. Him, Garlic, Edu, all of them. Josh,
Stan, all of them are in it.
A collaborative effort of failure.
Yeah. All of them. Not one. It should be singled out. All of them. They're all in tandem with each other. It's a symbiotic relationship.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is, Tony. And as Badger stated right here, the Crockies hired all this. They are right there with it. They're sitting at the table of failure with everybody else. They had brought this man in, no experience, Tony. No experience. Scout. He ain't even been a damn scout. Can't even evaluate talent. Look at the talent he's evaluated. Let's go down here. Y'all don't believe me? Look at the talent he's evaluated. Look at the talent.
My God.
Look at the talent. Look at the players that been signed. Tony, we're hoping this season we are winging it on the prayer that Mikel Merino, who was brought in as a defensive midfielder, is going to come in and be the striker that we should have bought. Let that sink in. And that's
Let that sink in, guys. Let it sink in.
Was brought in as a defensive midfielder And we're hoping that he's the striker that we were supposed to buy in the summer.
And
That is
thinking.
crazy. That is malpractice. That is out of order. This manager has gambled the season away. He has went to the craps table and he has sat down and put all the mortgage. He's put everything. He's put all his guys. He's put the money. Put everything in front of the table on not buying a striker. I don't need one, and it's falling apart right there in front of his face, Tony.
Matty, to even show how unserious we are. Because I'm a guy of solutions. Yeah. Okay, good. You're going for the title. I hear you. Yeah. You haven't lost since November in the Premier League. I hear you. But I mean, you need something to get over the line. You can't just keep relying on Merino, innit? So there are a few targets who are outside right now, yeah, for us to bring in and help us with a title shout. Yeah. Number one, Firmino, that's the number I'm hearing. Yeah. I'm hearing Diego Costa. See, guys, yeah, these guys are not even serious for the freebies. They're not even serious. They are not even serious with the freebies. I mean, it's something else to talk about numbers. I mean, to bring in a player with numbers. But right now, even right now, with freebies, these guys don't want to even
put your hands out
into
Tony.
the market.
Put your hands out, Tony. Put your hands out.
Bless me, brother. Bless me, brother. Bless me.
Put your hands out. Here it comes, Tony. Here it comes. Tony.
Bless me. Send him my way.
You ask yourself, you say, Matt, the club is looking for free players. You know how I know that's bullshit? How you know that's bullshit, man? Because if we wanted free players, Tony, when we didn't buy a striker in the summer, we would have got somebody for free.
Guys, let that sink in. Let that sink in. More blessing.
If we wanted a striker for free, we would have got one a long time ago.
Would have gotten one. I mean, would have even gotten one in January.
Let me ask you this, Tony. Let me ask you this too. For everybody that's hoping Firmino show up, do you think Firmino's going to show up in the middle of a title race with us against Liverpool? Come in and do a favor for us? That's going to go against Liverpool?
Man. That's a dicey one, man.
Come on.
It's a dicey one. It's a dicey one.
Surely he's not going to destroy his legacy.
Surely he's not going to do that. Surely he's not going to do that.
He's been
maybe for money, but he's in a place where he can get more money. So it's not a thing for money again. He's in Al Ali. I mean, he can still play in the Asian Champions League. So I mean, he's not going to join. He's not going to join. I don't think so.
We have wasted this year. We have completely botched the last several years here under this man. Especially the last 2 or 3. We have completely botched the opportunity that we had to be successful. We pissed every cup away. 2 cups in a month. We threw that out this year. And then we get ready to go out this Champions League in a little bit. When we get this draw on Friday. When we get this draw on Friday, we're gonna find out what our fate is. And people are gonna find out what time it really is. When it's time we need goals in the Champions League, it's gonna get tough. And look for me, I'm not putting all this on Ethan Winnell. Because it ain't his job at 17 to come in and take this team to the promised land.
It's not his job. It's not his job.
Not when you spend $800 million, him and Skelly. It ain't fair.
It's not his job. It's not his job. And actually, the club is actually dragging their feet in trying to tie him up to a new deal.
Exactly.
I mean, right now, a rightful thinking club that has everything figured out in their head right now will be monitoring our youngsters, because they're outplaying our senior players, brother. They are outplaying our senior players. I mean, Lewis Kelly is outplaying and keeping Calafiori on the bench. Make that make sense. Big money move from Italy, yeah, from the Italian Serie A, and Lewis Kelly, an academy graduate, is actually playing over Calafiori in this team. And right now, Arsenal haven't even talked about settling long-term contracts with these guys. I would have drawn up a contract and given it to Waneri 7 months ago.
Tony?
If we're being proactive. But one thing I've seen is that this club, we're not proactive about anything. At best, we're a reactionary kind of football club. We react to things rather than being proactive. And in the space we're in now, you have to be proactive in terms of player sales, in terms of players you're going to try and resign into the new season. And right now, why are we not really talking to Saliba to actually, just get that, just get everything sorted out? Because right now on the pitch, it's really, really affecting him. Right now, we're seeing it in real time. That Real Madrid noise has actually affected his gameplay. Right now, I'll be talking to Gabriel to extend his contract. Right now, leave all those paper talks. No one is talking to them yet. Matty, I don't know. We have a big problem in this football club, and they don't even. There's no iota of shame. No shame. I mean, there's some situations where you recognize that there's shame, and then you start doing things proactively. But in this case, there is no single amount of shamelessness in this, guys. And it's hurting our football club. It's hurting our business. And you know what? Nothing is going to change. Guys, I'm telling it to you authoritatively, in the charts. This manager is not leaving this football club. Take that to the bank. He is not leaving this football club. He's staying. I mean, he is just giving this football club an increased revenue. Back to what me and Matty said in the driving seat at the start of the show.
116 million.
He has just given them more money into their pocket, more revenue in their pocket, from 466 million pounds to an astronomical 616. It's all done by this manager. How come do you think that these owners are gonna send this guy packing? It's not possible, Matty. You know it's not happening, Matty. You know it's not gonna happen. Not after that revenue. It's not gonna happen. It's not. It's not gonna happen.
Tony, people don't understand what's coming. We've got Saliba, we've got Mega Life, both on 2-year deals that they're going to be up, I think, next year or either the year after. We put out this. We're in the red zone with some of these players. You got to convince them to stay. You got to hope Saka come back and he's back to at least 85 to 93% of what he was. You got to hope that. We know Jesus is injury prone. We know that he's had 2 or 3 knee surgeries in the same year. I told people didn't listen to what I told people over the summer. I said he had a knee surgery over the summer that went under the radar. They reported it here in the States, but I ain't heard it nowhere else. Comes back out again. Done. Tony, we are in a shitstorm.
A
shitstorm.
A big one. A big one.
It's
a big one.
It's all in the air. And nobody sees what's coming. Everybody's so concerned. Oh man, we're 7 points behind Liverpool. We've been 7 points behind Liverpool since last year. Tony,
true. Fact.
When City was behind us, 8 points behind us, they were each week they were gaining ground.
Exactly. They clawed back. They clawed back. They clawed back. They clawed back. Static in the charts. Big. I'm sorry, Matty. Static in the chart. See, there is no one that's gonna push anyone out. I mean, take a look around you, man. Look at the Emirates Stadium. Everyone is dancing, cheering. I mean, come on, man. It's all merch sales all together. I mean, we have Win the Dog and merch sales are increasing year in, year out. We just made more revenue. Do you think that anyone is going to push any of these guys out? I mean, take a look at the mirror. No one wants to push out this manager that's on that pitch down there watching the games. They're all buying the merch. All of them are all wearing the merch. All of them are staying down there. All of them are singing Super Mikel Merino. There's no one that's going to push anyone else in that stadium. No one. No one is carrying placards. No one. Even those of us living in London, even those of Arsenal fans living in London, I don't see anyone bringing out any banners. No one is bringing out any banners. No one. There's no banner. Bro, I watch Arsenal games in our state. No one brings about. Even for those of us who call ourselves real ones, how many of you have carried banners? I mean, I'm no longer in the UK. Yeah, those of you who are in the UK, how many of you guys have carried banners? So I mean, it all comes down to lip service. No one cares. So no one is pushing anyone out. They're gonna be here.
The banner is not coming out until we are the top 4. The banner is not coming out until we are the top 4. The longer we keep making top 4, the longer people keep buying this shit. I'd almost say watching it. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all gonna see less of me next year if we don't see some serious changes in the summer. But who wants to keep watching losers? Who wants to keep watching losers? Unless you are a loser.
Exactly.
Only losers want to watch losers. Especially when this summer, let's just have it real. Somewhere or another, we're gonna hit this $1 billion. He's trying his best not to hit $1 billion. You're gonna hit this $1 billion, Arteta, for these players and these transfers. It's in your tenure. The most money spent ever by an Arsenal manager in transfers. He's gonna hit it. He's gonna hit it this year.
He's gonna hit it. He's gonna hit it. I'm sure. It is.
And let me tell you, Tony. People are gonna have to figure out how they're gonna defend this crap. They're gonna have to figure out how they're gonna defend this crap.
They're already defending it. They're already defending as we speak.
Hold on, Tony. They told us last year. They said wait the next year. The year before that, they said wait to win next year. Now they're telling us to wait to win next year. Hell, I say just wait for the next 4 years then. Hell, next year, let's go to the next 4 years. 5 years. Brother, if Spurs end up getting this Sheik Daddy, if they get this Sheik Daddy, if they get this Sheik Daddy, if this Sheik Daddy thing, if this happen, I'm telling you, it's gonna be some sick people around here. It's gonna be some real sick fans, real sick. We wasted time. The bottom line here is that we wasted time. We've wasted time, and Bass is right on. Forget these watch along. I tell these shit, we'll start watching Bundesliga or something on Saturday. They all watching Arsenal. Because who wants to keep watching this? Suffering. Team build your hopes up every year. And then you get into the season. Nothing's being done. You're not buying anybody worth the damn. You're not addressing the problem areas. You're going backwards. The team is smaller than what it was when you took the team. The team is worse than what it was when you showed up. And then you turn around here and you have completely wasted time. It's one thing. Nothing pisses me off more than time wasted. I don't like when people waste my time. And that's what this manager's done. This is what this ownership has done. This is what Garlic has done. This is what Tim Lewis. This is what Edu. All of them have wasted time. They have lied. They have flat out lied to people to their face. And they told y'all, we're doing this, we're doing that. You never hear them come out and say, we're coming to win a championship. You never hear them say, we're going to be successful. Not one time since any of this stuff happened, in this second half of the season, have you heard this manager say, we're coming out, we're short, we're rallying behind everybody, we're going to win the title. He has not put himself out there to say that. Why? Because he knows damn well he don't even believe it.
He knows damn well that, there's a problem.
He knows he ain't winning it. And if he was so hurt by the ownership not buying a striker, he'd call them out. He'd say, you know what? Look, I just signed a new deal. I didn't sign a new deal for this. He would come out and call the people out. No, we know he's complicit. He is the human shield.
He said he loves the players. He said he loves Kai Havertz. He said he loves the players in press conferences. He loves them.
They are the greatest owners in the Premier League. That's what he said about KSE Holdings. KSE Holdings. That's what he said. So we know he's in on it. See, this is what happens when you get a novice who doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know his ass from his kneecap. And this is what happens. You end up with a person that just will go total competent line because he's just grateful to have a job. He's just grateful that he's a narcissist anyway. So he's like, people have to bow down to me, look up to me. It's no coincidence. We talked about this morning in our group chat. We talked about Jack Wilshere said, I'm out of here. I'm going to Norwich City. I'm not dealing with it. I'm tired of looking at developing players that come up and then they leave. And then you look up, they come up, they playing defense. Matter of fact, hold on. I had some stuff started. I'll bring it right up here. Right there. Right in line. He buys or he brings
either majority players he buys is shit, or he buys players that are questionable and plays them in different positions where they are not meant to play and don't have a tactics. It's a shit show.
He said Martin, he said MLS, he said Skelly. He told him, if I could find the audio, I have to go dig it back up. He said his route into the team was at left back. But surely you watched the man at the academy, so you know where he plays at. His route is at left back. Why are you starting with defense first, Mr. Arteta, when you spent, I don't know, $200 million at least on defense over the time you've been here? It's shocking.
Horrible, man.
Then you look at that. We're rebuilding. I want to address this. I got some stuff started. I want to address this. Guarantee it's going to get a lot worse next season. City is starting to rebuild. It will blow us out the water. Tony, I'll say this and I'm going to turn it over to you. Tony,
of course, City might win the league next season. That's for sure.
I said it this morning. They've given everybody a sneak preview. They gave you a teaser trailer in January.
I believe that.
They gave you a teaser trailer in January. That's the matinee is going to take place this summer for you to sit down and watch it. The full-length film is coming this summer. They're going to go out. Once this 115 is done, they're going to go buy what they need. Newcastle. They're going to say, well, City's done with it. Well, guess what? It's time for us to go to the store. Why do you think they're saying now we're keeping everybody? Because
they know. And again, they're going to get the deadwood out. I mean, Grealish will be leaving the football club at the end of the season, innit? Bernardo Silva. Contracts will be ripped off. I mean, he's going to send him off. Yeah, on his way. I mean, Gundogan is going to be sent on his way. De Bruyne might be sent on his way. I mean, this is the situation we're in. You know what? Yeah, Matty, I was on a show a couple of days ago, and one podcaster asked me a very deep question, and he said, "Tony, Claude, Gunner TV, please, I just want you to tell me, when was the last time Arsenal brought in a world-class player into this team?"
You got to go 95. Last time I know since 95. I mean, you could say Sanchez. You can go Sanchez. But I'm talking down world class. I'm talking world
class. Exactly. World class.
You can say about
guys in the chat. The last time we signed a world class player, guys, let me know.
Warren in the chat.
Let me know.
Dennis Bergkamp. Warren in the chat. Back me up on it, Warren. Dennis Bergkamp. Last time we bought straight world class.
£750 million spent by this manager and no single world class player. I mean, I like Bukayo Saka. I put him in that world class division, but Mikel Arteta never brought him down there. He's an exceptional talent, so just push him on the way. I'm talking about other people that he brought with his own money, with his own investment. Name me one world-class player this manager has brought in.
This
manager has no pool. He has no pool. He has no pool.
We sat right here.
He has no pool.
Tony, we did shows when we was in the Europa League. We did shows, and everybody would come in this chat. They would take shots at us. They would say, "Oh, well, when we get back into Europe, when we get back into
Europe, we'll get one, and the world-class players are gonna come in." All lies. All distortions of reality. It's all lies, and it's a championed by other Arsenal fans. For me, there's nothing like negative, positive. I don't deal in agendas. I mean, let's go through the eye test. Has our club improved in any way? Is there progress in any way? I'm sorry, zero. This is not progress at all. If you're not winning trophies, I do think that winning trophies is the bread and butter of playing in a league. It's the bread and butter of playing football.
Right there.
When you win trophies. And I'm sorry, we've done nothing like that. Even the FA Cups that we normally even win, Wenger used to win it and he used to give the fans a lot of joys. Bro, we're no longer in those competitions when we have, a team that's worse off 65 seasons. Manchester United bundling us out of the FA Cup by a manager who only has 29% win ratio in the league, bundling us out. They bundle us out of a cup game that we are actually the record winners of that competition. We can't even have FA Cup no more. Nothing. No joys. No joys no more.
Well, Tony,
even the cup games, no joys.
I was getting ready to go to that.
Come on, man. No joys.
Tony,
bro.
Think about this, Tony. Think about this. When this season, shout out Warren, Dennis, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go back to what I was going to say. Dennis Bergkamp was world class, but this manager would not sign him if he's playing now. We know this to be true. Look at the players that's been out there. That's been top of the top shelf. We're not even in this floor reverse discussion. We're not even there. We're not even nowhere near bringing in a top flight world class player to come in this team. Tony, let's go back to this Carabao Cup. Tony, at the end of last season, Ola, if you catch this on the replay, just take a sip for me. Take a drink for me. I told you, Ola told you, you said it. The Carabao Cup is where we need to be sitting down, having a discussion. We need to be going for that trophy. What did we do this year? This manager pissed the whole thing away. I'm talking pissed it on a drunken night. Pissed it all the way away. Tony, it pisses me off, literally, that we have sit here again. Another season, another cup competition. The manager has thrown. This was his best year to win that Carabao Cup. This was the best he had to win.
It was the year.
This was his year.
Guys in the chat, it wasn't Matty. Could you repeat it? Because I love that. Matty, repeat to these guys with them here, please, man.
This was his year to win the Carabao Cup, and he pissed it away. This was it. This was the best he's going
this year.
This was the best. Why you say that?
We've not won that cup in 30 seasons,
hey,
man.
Tony, watch this. Tony. Not only that, this is probably gonna be our best year to win the league in a while. Why you say that, man? Why you say that, brother? Look at the team. It's the same team we've had for the last 4-5 years. All of a sudden, they're just gonna wake up next year and they're gonna get better than what City is, and they're gonna strengthen. We're going down the same process over and over and over and over and over. It ain't working. And they have conned Garlic, Tim Lewis, Edu, A2, Arteta, Joshua. They've all conned everybody into thinking that we're going somewhere when we're operating in neutral. The car is in neutral. We ain't going nowhere. You can rev the gas all you want. You can rev the freaking gas all you want. This car ain't going nowhere. Nowhere soon. You can get Merino. You can get whoever you want to get you want to put up there. And if you think that that's going to solve the problems for this team next 6 years, you crazy. You are crazy. This is bigger than this year, Tony. This is bigger.
It is. Matty, there's also one thing that hurts me so much, and it just happened in a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, guys, Arsenal fans in the charts, please listen to me while you smash the like button on this show. Yeah, guys, Matty, please just listen to me. I mean, just give me a listening ear on this one. I'm someone that believes in accountability. I believe that there's always consequences for any action that anyone takes, right? So in a big institution like Arsenal Football Club, there has to be consequences for certain actions. There need to be indictments on some certain, things that just go wrong. You need to investigate what is really the problem. Matty, Arsenal Football Club, out of the whole clubs that are playing in the league this season, decided to go to Dubai 2 weeks ago. Guys in the chat, Arsenal Football Club decided to go on a warm weather luxury holiday to Dubai, only to come back to England telling us that the striker who has given us 15 goals this season is crocked, defending. Oh my face, Matty. I mean, you saw that excuse, right? The most shittiest excuse I've ever seen, defending a set piece. Guys, let that make sense, yeah? And then they come back and they have that performance against Leicester City that has conceded 55 goals this season, Matty. 55 goals is what Leicester City have conceded. The most horrible defense after Southampton. Southampton have actually conceded 57 goals this season. Leicester is worse. Yeah? Horrible. The second worst defensive side. And Arsenal struggled against them. And you came back from Dubai. I mean, bro, if you are coming back from Dubai, you're coming in refreshed, innit? I mean, I saw you when you went to Brazil the other time. You came back to streams. You came back big, strong, fresher. I mean, all smiles. You smashed it on your channel. More views. Bro, you worked hard. Look where you are at right now. Yeah, good. Because for every action you took, there was a consequence. In yours, it's a positive one. At Arsenal, no accountability. No one is asking questions. Why are our players dropping like flies? No one. Guys, absolutely no one is leading an inquest from the kings we have down there in America. No one is leading any investigations. Mr. Gallic, isn't leading any indictment, isn't leading any inquest into why Arsenal, why Kai Havertz has an hamstring injury, why Martinelli has an hamstring injury, why Bukayo Saka has been run to the ground. Bro, why Gabriel Jesus has had 3 surgeries in 1 season. Bro, guys, see, I'm not understanding this. I don't understand. No one, no accountability in the football club. Yet we go to Dubai, come back, and we're playing like that against Leicester City, one of the worst side in the Premiership this season. There's no accountability in this football club, and no one is ready to take responsibility for what's going on, mostly with our injury record. It's an atrocious crime to see all our attacking players all drop like flies to hamstring injuries and ACL injuries. What's going on here? What's going on here? And no one is asking questions.
We got something else here. I'm gonna show you. This just popped up. Watch this now. For every reaction, there's another reaction. Arsenal post loss. This is gonna be fun. Loss of 17.7 million, despite what? Record revenue. This is why I like good journalists. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. There's a storm coming. Just like that picture y'all saw there. There's a storm coming. The total profit on sale of player registrations was 51.1 million pounds. Renewing and extending their deal with the Emirates has helped the club's commercial performance. It goes back to what you were saying earlier. Arsenal also said, here we go. Arsenal also said they continue to be compliant with all applicable financial sustainability regulations put in place by European soccer body UEFA and the Premier League. These player wages, Tony, you know what I'm about to
over 100 has increased. Over 100 million.
These wages are going to hamper us going forward for the next 2-3 years.
Yeah. And there's no sign of it slowing down because we can't tell the players. We can't tell them.
Say it again, Tony. Say it again.
It's gonna hamper us for the next 2-3 seasons.
Why?
Because no one is gonna buy any of them. We're gonna be stuck with those players, and we're gonna keep paying the same wages. I mean, it could even be more because if we bring in any reinforcements in the summer and those players don't leave, it's gonna actually triple. We might see triple wages because these players are not going to leave the football club. And even if we bundle them out on loan deals, guess what? We are still going to be paying part of their wages because we're actually doing that right now as we speak. With players like Fabio Vieira, we're paying part of his fees. With players like Lokonga, we're paying part of his fees. With players like Rick Nelson, we're paying part of his fees. So, I mean, even if they get out on loan, it's not an escape. Arsenal is still paying part of their astronomical wages, isn't it? And it's chopping off our wage bill too.
This is why in the summer, when we were talking, we would say, why we keep loaning players? We're not selling players. And people say, oh, we've loaned them out. And so it makes it look like they've done something. They've not done anything because the players coming back. The players coming back with the value lower. Guys,
wait, Matty. Let this sink in. Matty, say it again. I mean, Matty always get the good stuff, man. with oh my days, man. See, please tell these people again because they don't understand. When we're talking about the bigger picture, yeah. I mean, guys, see what me and Matty are giving to you guys right now. This is the bigger picture because many people they just talk. They don't look at several dimensions and several ways through things to actually resonate. Yeah, they come back. What money? They come back what?
Cheaper. Lower in value. The value is lower. The value is lower. They'll tell you that, Tony. They'll tell you, they'll say, oh, well, the player's on loan. Yeah, the player is on loan. But he's coming back and the value ain't the same. And then when you realize the value ain't the same, you know what they do, Tony? You know what they say, Tony? I'm going to show you what they say.
Yeah.
What the shit is this?
That's what they say. That's what they say, Tony. That's what they say. They ask that question.
This is embarrassing. Yeah, of course, Static. Embarrassing. It doesn't get it. I mean, because one of the most important ethos, yeah, of actually loaning out players is to increase their efficiency, get them up to a certain level of development, and bring them back to their host clubs, making sure that they have, a straight path into the first team and that they've improved in their development. That's the reason why you send players out on loan. But Matty here has just told you that all our players that we've loaned out, they're worse off even when they come back. That's how bad it is.
Think about
and what does that tell you?
Look at Reece now. Look at Reece now.
Damaged. Reece is damaged. Damaged player.
Tony, how much money have we turned down for Reece? How much have we turned down for him? Chat, y'all with me? Y'all watching it? How much have we turned down for Reece Nelson when they came in for him in the past? And what did we do? Loan him out. He comes back injured. Do you think we're going to get what was offered for him 2 years ago? No.
At the time, they wanted to take him for like about 50, 60 million. We turned that down, only to take 30 million. And right now, Ed Nketiah can't even score a goal for Crystal Palace.
Tony, you know what's going to happen? What's vastly get ready to happen to us? Teams are going to stop doing serious business with us. Serious teams are going to stop doing business with us. They're going to say, nah, we're not buying any Arsenal's play because they sell shit. They sell us shit. We're not going to be bothered with that. This is real talk. These are uncomfortable discussions that need to be had. These teams are going to start looking at Arsenal like, nah, we're not buying shit from them. They see the toe up, broke. It's like buying a Ford, fix or repair damage. No, we're not doing it. Ain't happening. We'll move on to somebody else. We'll go down to Brighton. We'll go down to the Forest. Hell, we'll go to the Champions League. We'll go to Norwich. We'll go get players from there. We're not buying from Arsenal because Arsenal sells shit. It's a known fact that Arsenal sells shit players when it's time for them to leave. Unless they coming out of the academy and they don't even know what they got. I.e. the fella that's over at Monaco, 21 goals in 18 games or something like that. We are absolutely horrible. And we've had this discussion before. We are horrible when it comes to transfer sales. We are horrible when it comes to making money off of players. We are horrible when it comes to evaluating players. It's an absolute joke. It's shocking. It's a disgrace. And it's a complete embarrassment.
Matty, do we still have scouts in this football club?
Yeah,
do we still have scouts? Guys in the chat, do we still have scouts in this club? Do we have scouts?
Me and Lee did an expose. I can't find the link right now. I have to go look for it.
Do we have scouts?
We have scouts. We actually have a 25-year-old scout for the youth club. We have scouts. Guess what the average age is, Tony? What's the average? 31, 32, 33. All his age. We ain't got no 60-year-olds, no 70-year-olds, no
70-year-olds who believes in traditional methods of training players and finding out players. None. We don't have any of them. All we have are a bunch of woke scouts scrounging all of Europe. I mean, getting us garbage, trash, doo-doo everywhere. I mean, I'm tired, man. I mean, you know me. I like to balance things up. I don't believe in total bashing of stuff, but I mean, you just have to speak the
Tony, you gotta
truth.
go like this.
I mean, there's no positives. I mean, you have to give one, yeah, certain positives to roll with. But I mean, what do you do when there is no positives to actually roll on with? There's no positives. It's all negative. It's all negative. I
It's
mean, you
negative.
have to give people positive stuff to be able to
We ain't got
regurgitate,
nothing
right?
positive. Tony, we ain't got nothing
Right,
positive.
but
What you
there's no positivity.
Tony, what you gonna be positive? You gonna be positive about Moreno is coming in. We bought him as a defensive midfielder. He's coming
Exactly. I mean, where is the positivity?
I'm
There's
supposed to be excited.
none.
I'm supposed to be excited.
None.
Hey
None.
man,
There's
Tony,
nothing to be positive about.
Tony, a man
Nothing.
who was bought as a defensive midfielder is now playing striker when we need to
He's
buy a
now
striker.
playing number 9 for the football club. Make that make sense. See, guys, I mean, I want to see who's going to spin that to be a I mean, I know in AFTV they spin that to be positives, right? But I mean, who's the normal person, yeah, that wants to spin that into a positive quote? Well, we have Merino, who is a defensive midfielder. I mean, he hasn't even had the chance to even get consistent gameplay in our team. He can't even make it into this moribund midfield that we have with an aging Thomas Partey. I mean, a useless Martin Odegaard. Okay, let me just leave Declan Rice. He's in a world of his own. Yeah, just throw that midfielder away. Throw it away. Yeah, but I mean, he hasn't even gotten a pathway to even stamp his authority in our midfield. And right now, that's the guy that all of us are gonna pitch our tent with to lead the line over for us. I mean, I want him to actually be the number 9 right now because we don't have anything on. I mean, coming from the bench. Are we gonna be using Oyedeji? These guys are gonna crush his bones. He hasn't developed yet. We'll just be leading him to his slaughterhouse. So I mean, we're done. We are done. And the football club knew all of this. They knew all of this, that
Yeah.
we needed a striker. They had the chance to go to the transfer window in the summer, and they did nothing. They had a chance to rewrite their wrongs in the January transfer window, and they did nothing. And they look us, the fans, in the face and spat at us. And right now, this is the consequences. Let us lie on the beds that we've already laid for ourselves.
Tony, look at this. Look at this right here. Moment of silence. Moment of silence. I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to look at this. Kai Havertz had 9 goals before he went down.
Mm.
Martinelli had 6 goals before he went down. Saka had 5 goals before he went down. Trossard has 4 for a full year of football.
Egal, come on, man. Egal, I respect you and all that, man. But I mean, there's no wonders working here, man. Come on, Egal, don't do this, man. I mean, Egal, you're a respectable person. I mean, don't do this, Egal. Come on, man. Where is the wonders? I mean, we don't have a striker. I mean, Egal, we don't have no striker. We don't have no striker. We have a captain who's dishing out stinkers week in, week out. His numbers are drab. He's meant to be the creator in chief, and he does nothing. We have Bukayo Saka, who is down and out.
Hold on, Tony.
I mean, we have Martinelli, who is in this football club and hasn't scored any goals for us.
Hold on, Tony.
Egal, come on, man.
Slag off Egal. We're not going to slag off Egal.
No, I'm not slagging him. I'm just having a conversation because I saw what he put down there, and it's not good enough.
Hold on, Tony. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the chat. We're not going to slag off Egal. We're not going to slag off Egal. Now, if Egal wants to join, now I'm completely open. He's more than welcome to hit me up on WhatsApp. I seen the link, but we're not going to slag off the brother Egal. he believes what he believes. He thinks that Arteta has done more with less when it was concocted by design.
Exactly. He put us there in the first place. He's solving a problem that he created.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my days. Hey, girl, don't do this, brother.
This is what
Brother,
I'm
don't
saying,
do this,
Tony.
man. I respect you a lot. I'm not gonna, but I'm just giving you perspectives, and it's not true. It's
He
papering over the cracks that you created with your own design.
he
And
created
I
the problem.
mean,
He created the problem. He created this problem. It's not like he had to overcome. No, he didn't overcome. He put himself in this. It's like somebody, Tony, you're a teacher. I use this as
guys in the charts, please be respectful to Igal. No one should, say any bad words to Igal. I mean, he's a respectable guy. I respect him, but I just have differences of opinions with what he's saying right now. I do agree with most of his stuff. But with this one, no, Igal. We have to be sensible and speak the truth at times, and we should go by the truth. And I'm sorry, that's not the truth. He hasn't worked wonders. We haven't won trophies. We
Tony,
haven't won anything.
This is like a student. You'll love this. This is like a student who is 3, 4, 5 weeks went by, ain't turned in one assignment. And then all of a sudden they celebrating because they barely scraped by at the end of the semester. Oh, I made it. No, you put yourself in that situation where you had to make up 16 assignments to try to pass the class. Emailing me in the middle of the night talking about, can you get an extension? You know what I'm talking about. You've been there. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
He put himself in that situation. This manager has put himself in this entire situation, Tony. When you got Mikel Merino, who has 4 goals for the whole year, as a defensive midfielder, he is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th highest scoring player in this team in the Premier League. And you telling me this ain't malpractice? This is not malpractice. All right, we'll go to the Champions League. Look at this. It gets worse. This is what I keep telling folks. Kai Havertz, highest goal scorer. Champions League, 4. Soccer, 4. Hey, look where the goals go.
Oh, my days, man.
This is the Champions League.
God.
Tony. Carabao Cup. Jesus, 4. He's out. Waneri, 3. Havertz, 2. Sterling, 1. Declan Rice, 1. Look at this.
It doesn't make sense. The numbers are horrible. The numbers are horrible.
Look at the FA
The numbers are a shit show.
Look at the FA.
Literally, it's a shit show.
It's garbage, Tony. It's garbage. It's an embarrassment after you spent the money we've spent. People have got to get that through their head. They can hate what I say, but what I say is true. The manager has spent more money, and look at the results. Sports is a results-based business, whether people or not.
Simple.
It's results-based. Are you successful? Do you have a trophy at the end of the question? At the end of the season? Yes. Do you make money? Yes. Do you have a trophy? Yes. The two go together. You actually get more money if you win trophies, because then everything else come with it. Our decrepit ownership has it ass backwards. Oh, let's just get top 4. 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 That's all they're concerned about. This is why I keep telling y'all, when we get out of this top 4, that's when everybody start complaining. When everybody get upset. It's only you got a bunch of factors. I'm going to lay them out for you. Why this season? I'm going to come on screen here to show y'all, tell y'all this. This is what's going to happen. And this is the only way this fan base will wake up. 1, Tottenham overtake us. They get the ownership. And that ownership is gonna piss off the fan base, because then they're gonna realize that it's gonna get real. Number 2, if City find a way to come back, do anything this year, win a trophy, considering their situation, they're gonna get pissed. 3, Egal's in the chat. He said Liverpool at the beginning of the season. If Liverpool win, the manager need to be set. Liverpool is right now in the driver's seat. If they win today in a couple of hours, they go how many points? 10. They go 10 points clear. 10 points clear. 10 points clear. And then that's out of the way. We out of the cup. Either them or either Newcastle are going to win the Carabao Cup. FA Cup still up for grabs for whoever else is in it. We out of it. You spent over 800 million. I don't give a damn about second place this year. After you,
it's about 750 million. To be very fair, let's be very fair with the whole thing. 750 million pounds. That's what he spent. But I mean, what has he spent it on? On players that hasn't really improved the team.
I'll say it again.
Players that haven't really gotten us over the line.
Let's say it again. Let's say it again. I'm gonna say it again for Egal. Egal, the man went out and bought a defensive midfielder and is playing him as a striker when he knew we needed to buy a striker in the summer.
Exactly.
Spent the money on a defensive
midfielder. Egal, are you happy about this? I mean, I don't know, man. Because, I mean, when I started streaming, I always looked up to you, like, you know. But, I mean, how can you defend this? How can you defend us not having a striker?
You know what? No. See, I like when Egal.
In a title push. How can you defend this?
Hold on, Tony. Me and Egal.
How can you defend this? That we're using a Merino, I mean, who hasn't walked straight into our midfield to get a berth, to have a restart berth as a number 9 in this team. We're now relying, and I mean, a big institution like Arsenal Football Club is relying on Mikel Merino to get us goals from now to the end of the season. Egal, and you say that we're in good hands? I mean, Egal, come on, man. I mean, it's not good enough. Come on, man, brother, man. Let's don't do that. It's not good enough.
Tony. You don't see Canada taking their goalkeeper in the hockey game coming up tonight. I want to see them play the goalkeeper is the forward going forward tonight when they play us in the Four Nations. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I want to see how that play out. See, only at Arsenal do we accept this kind of madness. Only Arsenal do we accept this kind of madness. I'm going to put the link in the chat. This for Egal. This only Egal coming in here today. I'm going to drop that right there. Egal, come on up here. Come on up here. We're going to have a discussion. We was getting ready to shut it down, but I got another 20, 30 minutes left.
Yeah, man, I got another 20 minutes. I mean, he has to come and defend himself about this Arteta remarks, man. I mean, it's not. I mean, Egal, come on, man. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Because you of all people know we deserve a befitting striker to get us goals. And again, look, see, it's for me, it's all about the numbers. Liverpool have the numbers, but not just numbers in this case. They have quality in numbers to win them this league.
Not today,
we don't have those quality in numbers.
Yeah, not it's only for Egal, Mason. We'll get you in on another day, brother. I'll get you in.
Yeah, man. But big ups to you, Egal, man. Big ups to you and your family.
Yeah. Okay, he said he can't get in. Okay, all right. Well, either way, the link is out there. If you want to come on. If not, we're gonna wrap it up in here in a few minutes. But bottom line here, Tony. The bottom line here, Tony, is that this year has been a complete malpractice. And people are gonna be looking at this thing thinking that because we're only 7 points behind, even if they drop points tonight. We still got it. Tony, when did we strung 5, 6 games in a row? When did we done that this year? Now let's go back to the last 2 years, Tony. We had it last year. We did it, and we had it the year before that we did it.
That's why I differ with you, Southern Gunner. That's why I differ with you. Liverpool have to beat Aston Villa today at Villa Park. They have to go down to the Etihad to win. I think they're 2 difficult games.
You missed what I said.
They still have to beat Newcastle. They still have to beat Newcastle. That's 3 games.
You missed what I said. That went over your head. See, this is what happened when people hear that. They don't. They got to stop. Listen to context clues and listen to what I said. I said this. I said they could very well go 10 points ahead, or they could drop points. I said, but when is Arsenal? Watch this.
Fair enough.
watch it, Tony. Watch it. Here's the second part of it. When has Arsenal put together this season 6 to 7 games in a row?
Yeah.
They can drop on the point. Every time they drop points, we drop points. They drop points, we drop points.
We drop points, yeah. Exactly.
We went on a 6-game, 7-game win streak last year. What did it get us? We went on an amazing run the year before last. What did it get us, Tony? We're in a worse situation than we were 2 years ago. You saw the goals? I ain't got to pull it back up. You saw them? So, Tony, where's it coming from? I hear what you're saying, and I agree. Liverpool will probably drop points. I got them dropping at least 3 to 6 points. But, Tony, look at us. Look at our situation. This is the reality. The reality is we're not prepared to make up any ground. That's the
true.
damning thing about it, Tony. That's what's got me
And we don't even have the personnel. We don't have the personnel.
We don't have the personnel. We were not prepared from the start. I've been saying this all season. We were not prepared. When you need to go to the war chest that they like to use all the time, and you ain't got nothing over there. You ain't got nothing. You look over there, you're like, bro, I got it. All I got is a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old. And a defensive midfielder that I bought as a defensive midfielder that I'm playing as a striker.
He has never played as a striker ever in his life. That's like
hiring a plumber to fix your roof.
He is never. Mikel Merino has never, ever played as a striker in his life. That's whom we're pitching our tent to lead us over the line against Liverpool.
Tony,
I mean, miracles do happen, but I mean, it comes at a cost, right? And even with this one, I don't even think it comes at any cost. It's going to be very difficult.
Right here, this is exactly what I was trying to say. Liverpool will drop points, but we ain't prepared to make them up.
Yeah.
Tony, we've been 7 points behind since November. 7 points. We've been 7 points all year. 7 points. If anything, we'll drop points. The City will catch us. If anything crazy happen, that's more prone to happen because it's been done historically already. We've seen it happen.
We've seen it happen, yeah, and that's a bigger problem.
They catch us.
Yeah.
That's what we need to be concerned about. Is we can't drop any points. And then here they come. And then, Tony, let's address this issue too before we shut it down.
Yeah.
We're winning these kind of games like we won Saturday when there's no pressure involved. When you play Leicester City and we're playing, there's no pressure involved, Tony. We're out of the cup, everything. We're coming back from Dubai, off pressure, no pressure. But as soon as we start getting anywhere remotely close to Liverpool, what shows up, Tony? Pressure.
The pressure.
What happened when the pressure show up, Tony?
Oh my God, we fall like a pack of cards. I mean, it's simple. We crumble so easily. And again, I mean, even the last time when we crumbled, yeah, I mean, we still had big wigs in the team, kind of, right? We still had some certain kind of...
Read that for me. Read that right there.
Yeah. In the last 12 Premier League games, Arsenal have caught up a whooping 2 points on Liverpool. Where's the energy for catching them and overtaking them come from? That's the bigger problem. That's the bigger problem, guys. That's a bigger problem. That's a bigger problem.
Tony, this team is on death row. This team is on death row.
We're just hoping on a miracle. I mean, it's a hope strategy all over again, right? We're just hoping on a prayer right now. You know. And that's on the prayer that Merino would deliver.
Tony,
a defensive midfielder. Oh, my days, right?
That's playing as a striker when you should have bought a striker.
Tony, my days.
Think about it this way, Tony. Watch this. He should have bought the striker in the summer. He should have bought Merino in January.
So it's kind of like upside down. We're doing it upside down. Like
upside down.
Oh, my days, guys. We're doing it upside down. No transfer strategy. Nothing.
Zero.
Everything is just zero. No plan, nothing. I mean, it doesn't make sense at this point.
Whatever sticks at the wall. Tony, tell the people where they can find you at, brother. Tell the people where they can find you, man.
See, we have 32 people still watching down here. See, guys, yeah, I really, really need your help on my channel. Please come show me some love on my channel. Subscribe to Tony Club Gunner TV. I really need you guys down there to help out because, I mean, we do need help, at this unprecedented times when, most of our fan bases don't really see the problems we're facing. Yeah, they're not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not a guy that like dwelling in. I mean, people would say, okay, we're negative or this, that. No, I'm not. I'm just stating the obvious. Me and my brother down here, Matty, we're stating the obvious. I mean, give us something. I mean, see it, guys. It's simple. Give me and Matty something to be positive about, and then leave it up to us and let's know if we wouldn't be positive in our approach in anything. That's it. Just give us one positivity. But one thing I will tell you guys, just before I tell you more, guys, is that we can't be positive about anything about the football club right now when instead of us to sign a striker in the January transfer window, and we don't do no business. Not even one. Bukayo Saka injured, no replacement. Martinelli injured, no one whatsoever to come in and help out. Right now, we saw a rusty in that game against Girona. We saw a rusty Neto come in. Just imagine if something happened to David Raya, who in his own situation right now is acting a bit erratic right now, but throw that all away. We're not even here. It's erratic. I mean, but we're not going to even touch that aspect right now. Let's just touch the aspect that we don't have a fit goalkeeper to come from the bench to help us out if there's anything that happens to David Raya.
That's it. That's after him buying 8 goalkeepers, by the way.
Exactly. 8 goalkeepers. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. So tell me why there's anything that is worthy of any positivity that we should talk about. I do agree that we're chasing Liverpool. I do agree that the manager is done a little bit in managing 1 or 2 stuff to chase the title. I get that, but you created that problem in the first place, and you're only solving this problem after the fact, of which means that you're just papering over the cracks that you started in the first place. It's just like someone who started a fire in a house and then got an extinguisher and extinguished the room and claps for himself and gives himself a pat on the back for a fire you started in the first place. It doesn't make complete sense. There's a big problem there. And that's what we're seeing in the football club. Everything is rotten right now, and we need help. It's an SOS. See you guys. Join me on Tony Club Gunner TV. Help out my channel. Subscribe to me. And, me and Matty will be doing lots and lots of shows. Just come and, show some love to me, and let's see what happens at Tony Club Gunner TV. Matty.
Tony, as always, brother, it's a blast to do the shows with you, man. This was one that was sorely needed, man. Chat, make sure that you share and subscribe. I want to say thank you for everybody being here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Vance, Egal for coming through. Waffle TV.
Big up, Egal.
Yep. Daryl, E. Ross, Clement.
Daryl, E. Ross. Jesus Christ, my brother, E. Ross. Steven, big ups. Macy, big ups to you.
Yep. Everybody.
Kevos, big up to you. Steven, big ups.
Your Aces, Assemble, everybody that came through today.
Clement Akufo, big ups to you.
Yep. Everybody, if I forgot you, charge it to my head, not my heart. Charge it to my head and not my heart. Want to say thank you, man. Let me see.
Thank you, guys.
Who's live, y'all? Who we got live, gentlemen? Anybody live right now that we can redirect to? Let me get this sorted out here. I think we got Rants. All right, hold on. We're gonna redirect our old brother Rants. Y'all bear with me here. Let me get this thing sorted out here, and we're gonna send this right over to the brother Rants. We're gonna get this right over there, the Rants. What's the score prediction for this weekend? We didn't even get the score prediction. What's your score prediction for the weekend?
Bro, we might just struggle with a 1-0 win.
Well, I heard Paqueta's not playing today. That's what I heard. But
Paqueta's form has dropped over time. I mean, it's not really dishing out anything. The only person that will be giving us any problem will be Jard Bowen. Of course, he's had a GA of about 10 in recent weeks. Of course, I think 6 goals, 4 assists. He's the only one creating anything for that team. So we'll pretty much dominate football in the middle of the park because no one there is actually inspiring at all to get anything. Kudus' form has dropped a lot since we wanted him at Arsenal. His form has been so shabby. He's not scoring goals. His form has dwindled. I mean, and they've been using him out of position most of the time. Sometimes he plays even directly behind the striker, Jard Bowen, and no longer in the wings again. He can play from the wings, but his form has totally dried out. Alvarez is having stinkers in the middle of the park. The defenders like Mavropanos and Kilman are one of the most shocking defenders in the league. Both of them have conceded about 47 goals this season. I mean, there have been a couple of changes in the heart of their defense here and there, but Mavropanos might be the one that shows up to the park tomorrow, and Kilman. And brother, trust me, 47 goals are conceded by West Ham. It's a shocking side. Porter has come into that side. There's no style of play. They've been losing games left, right, and center. In about 8 games, they've only won 1 game in 8. Make that make sense, Matty? We might just scale through and win a 1-0 win.
I got 1-0. I think we'll scrape by. Possibly 2-0. I think we'll scrape by this week, and I think the problems will start revealing themselves very soon after this. So, all right, man. We're gonna redirect over the ranks when y'all raid Southern Guna raid. Send him some love, man. As for me and Tony, want to say thank y'all for tuning in. I don't have my normal outro this week, so we just gonna have to end it hard. We out of here. Peace.
We out of here. Peace, people. Thanks.